Hi. Sorry, I just made like a 3-minute video. Or a 30-second video, and now I'm like, okay, now we're good. Why, folks? Because today is mediation day, my friends. And what does that mean? That means that I'm going to go to my mediation appointment like it's scheduled again. And then I'm going to, hope my fucking ex goes, because if he doesn't fucking go, I'm gonna tell my fucking attorney, like, I'm not, like, we can do the rest of this fucking shit, fucking, like, I'm moving to LA. Like, I'm not gonna fucking wait for his bullshit. Like, he should be held in contempt because he's not fucking abiding by court orders. This is already the fucking second time it's been fucking delayed. He should have had his original fucking mediation appointment back in fucking, in June. And here we are in fucking October. So, come on, folks. Like, honestly, I'm just trying to move on with my life. I don't want nothing from him. Actually, I do want fucking child support from him because he lived off of me for 11 fucking years. And, like, realistically, I'm in debt because of him. And I want it paid off. And if I don't want to go to civil court and spend money on it, then I'm just going to need him to pay me child support so I can take care of all of those things. Because honestly, like, everything's fucking expensive. And what is he gonna do when I fucking get child support from him? You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna say, I'm not working. I don't have a job. I'm unemployed. And it's gonna be like, what a fucking low-life, fucking sorry-ass motherfucking dirtbag piece of shit you are. How do I know he's gonna do this? Because he's already done it. Because he's already fucking done it, folks. The last time I took him to court in 2020, he was like, he acted like he was going to fucking, or he was working, told the mediator all of these things, right? All of these things in terms of, like, what my schedule's like, and blah, 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 and all of these things. And then when we're going before the judge, he's like, actually, I'm unemployed. And I'm like, holy shit, that changes everything. That changes his fucking schedule. Because I was trying to have him spend more time with the kids, originally, and then it came down to like, oh, your mom's watching them all the time and she's mean to my daughter, fuck her. And the fucking court agreed, and they gave me the kids, and that's what the schedule's been. And so now he's like, well, no, I want them because they're my life. Like, motherfucker, these kids aren't your fucking life. These kids are your fucking excuse to, like, I don't know, be a fucking dickhead? I have no fucking idea, dude. I don't know what his fucking excuse is. Like, he doesn't fucking care about them. He's not with them when he's not with them when it's his time. And he makes a bunch of fucking plans instead of spending time with them. So, I don't know how to fucking help his fucking confused ass. And his fucking loser ass fucking girlfriend, like, I don't know, they're looking at tiny homes together. Like, hey, you know, I got a fucking 6-foot fucking son that's gonna, only 14. He has another 4 years living with you guys, at least. Unless he wants to go to community college. And then he's still gonna, like, I don't know how he can plan his future without my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here talking about my fucking wedding with my fucking children because why? Because it's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's move on. Let's start our fucking lives. Let's fucking get the fuck out of the Bay Area. You know what I mean? And do these things. God, I'm so fucking hungry. How have I been going to the gym and just, like, working through this hunger? I've been on a 1,200 calorie diet. It's been rough, folks. It's been fucking rough. But I've been doing it, and it basically said if I continued to eat like this for the next fucking, what is it? I don't know. For the next 5 weeks, I would weigh such and such pounds. And I'm like, all right, well, that's a good number. I'm like, I guess we'll fucking do this. Sorry, you know how long it takes me to roll these joints. But yeah, so I'm just fucking super nervous, and, like, I don't know why the mediator would, like, not fucking, or would side with him, seriously. Like, it's crazy. It would just be the craziest thing if the mediator was like, actually, Dwyer, you're a really great fucking human being, and the kids 100% deserve to be with you. Because it's like, look, folks, this is not a me versus Dyer, his mom, and his sister. This is me versus Dyer, right? I could give a fuck about his support system. But if that's important, guess what? I got a support system too. And we'll talk about that in court. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm trying to think of what he could use against me. Krystal, you smoke hella pot. Bro, so does Dyer, and he's an alcoholic. Next. Is pot legal? Yes or no? Yes. Are we in a federal court right now, or are we in a fucking, are we in a superior court which is ran by the states? Yes, we're in superior court, therefore, the state fucking laws apply. If we were in federal court, marijuana is still classified as a fucking, as a level 1 fucking drug, so maybe he could say something, but realistically, like, what you got, bud? What the fuck do you have against me? Like, I can't think of a single thing, honestly. I take care of my fucking kids. I'm with them all the fucking time. I fucking take them places. We go out and do things. I try to give them memories and life experiences. Eventually, we're going to be traveling the world together once fucking COVID is over and all of this shit, because I didn't go to school to make bum-ass bitch money. I went to school to fucking be able to provide and be happy with where I'm at in life and not have to work super fucking hard. Unless I become an attorney, then I'm going to be fucking having like 13, 14, 15-hour days every day and working on the weekends, which is a statistic. I think it was like 70 to 80% of lawyers have admitted to working on the weekends. It's like, yep, see, it's got to be ready for all of that. But essentially, if I'm making $125,000 to $200,000, I don't know. It depends on where I want to go in the law, actually. Because if I'm going to be a civil rights litigator, they don't make a lot of money, and that's fine. But if I want to get into, like, I don't know, contract law, if I want to be a fucking Supreme Court fucking attorney, or an attorney for the Supreme Court, that is also a thing, and that would be fucking dope. And they do make hell money, so. We all got goals, folks. We all got fucking goals. Hold on. Why do I do that? Because the crutch needs to go down first, folks. That's just what it is. I can't believe it took me like almost 15 years to learn how to roll a fucking joint. Actually, what am I, 35? I've been smoking since I was fucking 13, so longer than that. Longer than 35 years, folks. Longer than that. And that's the thing. Oh, she has mental illness. Well, dear, you too would be walking around with fucking a bullet in your fucking pocket. Why? Because of how, just to remind myself of how easy it is. Like, motherfucker, you're a fucking lunatic. Son of a bitch. Oh, it's fine. Okay, what time is it? Where are we at? It's 8:24. I have half an hour to smoke this joint with you, to finish venting my frustrations, and then I have to go fucking, just get dressed. I mean, realistically, I don't need to fucking impress this fucking mediator. I'm just gonna put on a fucking dress and call it a day, folks. Straight the fuck up. Put my hair on a fucking bun and see what's next. And it sucks because, you know what, like, this could have all been done. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of it. And what really sucks is that my fucking kids are, like, attached to their school now. Like, they really like the kids that they're with. They have fucking friends. Every time we're walking to, like, from my car to their classrooms, it's like, Killian, hi, Killian, hi, Ava. Like, people like them because my kids are dope. My kids are like me. Social fucking butterflies. And I'm appreciative of that. Because their dad is not. And that's it. So wish me luck. I'll take all the positive vibes. Because realistically, like, if my ex wants to go out and be with his girlfriend and live their life together, do that. I could give a fuck, my friend. But don't do that if you're gonna have my oldest and you're just gonna leave my oldest with his fucking grandma. Like, this is not your oldest daughter who is about to be, or who's 25 now. like, who was a piece of shit human being and was raised by a piece of shit and all of these things and just turned out to be a piece of shit. Like, this is our son, who was made with love, who we admired and cherished and did everything for fucking his whole life. Like, don't forget about him. Like, I wish there was more that I could fucking do. But there's only so much I could do if, you know, I make contact and I don't get phone calls or any of those types of things. So that's what's up. And that is 100% what it is. I never wanted a relationship with my oldest the way my mom and I had a relationship. And I didn't do that. He did that. And it sucks. Like, when we lived in Washington and it was Presley and the two younger ones and I was a stay-at-home mom, like, Presley just isolated himself in his room and that was it. And whenever his brother or sister would try to play with him, he'd always get so annoyed and be like, ugh, get away from me. And he'd, like, go upstairs. And it's like, dude, Presley, like, don't be fucking rude. Like, the only reason why these two are here is because you wanted a sibling. So, there they are. Love them. Appreciate them. Don't be fucking rude. All of these things. So, it's just fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. It's frustrating. Like, my ex is just doing this to cause me financial hardship and to waste my motherfucking time. Like I said, he's having the time of his life. He's like, no one knows what he does. Everyone just knows he's not around. Like, Ava and Killian have been like, oh, like, basically their fucking grandma and their aunt do everything for them. And I'm like, well, where's your dad? And I'm like, oh, he's not here. He was at work. It's like, does anyone have this man's work schedule? Where is he? Where is he? And what is he gonna do? Nobody knows. And he's such a little bitch, dude. He had 11 years to love me. And to love me the way I wanted to be loved. With all the kisses and all the hugs, all these things, right? Like, I'm not just like this with Raymond. I'm like this in every relationship. I need attention. I need love. I need affection. I need to be like the center of your world. All of these things. Because I am needy. And, like, he knew that. He knew that after he broke up with me the first time to go be with that bitch in Argentina. When he came back, he was acting like he knew how to behave. And he was playing the role. Because he's a narcissist. He was playing the role. And that was it. He was playing the role. And I didn't fall for it this time. I remember after he broke up with Erica and after he came back from Argentina, he was like kissing me, all affectionate, super loving, all of these things, but it only lasted a short time. And then I went to jail. And then I got out and I was just scared of him. Because I was like, fuck, he can call the cops on me, he can get me arrested, I could go through this all over again, what the fuck, like... There was a restraining order he had against me, and he literally, like, showed up at my job while it was still active, and I'm like, all he has to do is call the cops, and I'm back in jail, and that's it. Like, even though he came and showed up at my place of work, like, I got out of fucking work, I fucking walked to the parking garage, and there he was with Presley, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what is he doing? He's a fucking psycho, dude. Fuck, man. God, and I wish I would have been fucking older and more mature and, like, would have known better against my fucking ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see it now, and I'm like, if I would have known now, then what I knew now, you know what I mean? Like, my life would be so different. He could have stayed in Argentina. bye, bitch. Peace the fuck out. Like, enjoy your fucking life with your fucking super ugly ass fucking broad. Should have known then. Because Dyer is an escape artist. He just wants to find someone to go escape his life with. All the responsibilities and the realities that he has, he just wants someone to fucking go and act like they don't exist. And that way he doesn't feel bad because he's having a good time and whoever he's with is having a good time. So fuck his child at home. How do I know? Because I've done this with him. I was 19 when I got with him. And then I found out he had a fucking daughter and all of these things. And it's just like, well, who takes care of her? She's like, oh, my mom and dad. It's like, okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. Want to move to LA? Let's do it. So these are the things. My lips are real chapped right now, you guys. But I don't care. They're not really chapped, but they could use a nice layer of chapstick on it. Where are we at? 8:32. So that was the thing. And then after I broke up with him and moved out of state this second time, when he came back, he was all like, I want to be with you, lovey touchy dovey, like, I missed you, I know what I did wrong, all of this stuff. And I'm like, it just feels so fake. It just feels so fucking fake. And like, I'm not falling for that shit again. I'm not fucking falling for that shit again. I'm just not, because I know what happened the last time. I still busted my ass. I still fucking worked. I still fucking had no help from him. Emotionally, fucking mentally, we would just fuck. You know what I mean? We would just fucking smoke. Like, I could have fucking smoked with anyone. Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't need to just stay with him. So, these are the days of our lives. And it sucks. Everything just sucks. Everything just sucks. It could have just been me and Presley. Could have just left him after Argentina. But I love Ava and Killian. And I don't know what I would do in my life if I didn't have them. It would just be me and my 14-year-old son going out and doing whatever the fuck we wanted. So I guess that would have been cool. But Ava and Killian definitely, they made me feel like more of a mom. Right? Let me elaborate on that. I gave birth to Presley. When I was pregnant with Presley, I worked. I worked up until the 9th month. And the company that I was working for didn't give me maternity pay didn't give me maternity leave or maternity pay. They actually let me go a week before I was supposed to go on maternity leave. Doctor's orders and everything. And we're just like, yeah, you know, you haven't been with us for a year. It's not working out. That's it. And I'm like, dope. So that was cool. So I was only out of work for like maybe a couple weeks when I delivered. So that was fine. And then was on unemployment. Then month 7 came of me not working, and I decided that I wanted to get a job because my ex wasn't working. So it was like, we need some money. So I went to go work retail at Babies R Us. Worked there for like a year. So Presley 7 months, and I'm working for the year. My ex is taking care of him at home. We moved to Washington. I transferred from Babies R Us to Toys R Us out there, and I'm working all the time because it's retail out there. And then I applied for Amazon, and I got a job at Amazon. So then I'm working for Amazon, I'm working for Toys R Us, working 2 jobs while I live in Washington. Presley is just under 2 years old. And then, so all of these years, all of these moments, all of these like first words, first this, first this, first that, first all of these things I was missing because I was working, right? So naturally, Dair has this relationship with my oldest because he was basically the mom. Sorry, I'm watching this like... It's like this little crow that's just like scurrying his butt along. And I'm like, why are you doing that, bird? It's fucking weird. But I don't know. So anyways, so I basically just worked all the time. Worked overtime, all of these things. I had family support. This is just what my life was. It's the only time I really saw Presley was after I got off work. So after work was over, I couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't go have drinks with coworkers. Couldn't go stop by a random friend's house to smoke a blunt. None of these things. I had to go straight home. And then, so I'd get home from work, and then I would just spend like my night with my son and my ex, and then on the weekends we would go out and do shit. But it was like, I don't know, dude. If the roles were reversed, my oldest would be with me. Let's just put it that way. But he has this loyalty to his dad because he's done a bunch of shit with him. Like, I would be at work and they would be like on the BART going to San Francisco, or they'd be driving to San Francisco, they'd be going to the movies, or they'd be doing all of these things, and like, I just wasn't around because I had to bring in the income, right? So money has to come from somewhere. And so for 11 years he did that. And so when I finally became a stay-at-home mom, I was kind of freaking out. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, okay, they're both hungry. And I ended up doing a good job, but I definitely know like the first month, it was just very chaotic for me. Because Killian and Ava were both in diapers. Ava was still fucking breastfeeding. Ava only breastfed. So, I think I mentioned that before. Bottles were not a thing for her. So I had to be around. And it got a lot easier when she was eating solid foods, but, you know, it was just hard. It was just fucking hard. And, I have regrets. I regret not telling him to go out and get a fucking job. Because 10 years of two people working together, or working at the same time, and like savings and shit like that, not just living paycheck to paycheck, like, those people, they've bought houses together. Like, I've seen couples that have been together